and if you're new to my channel, I make beauty and fashion videos. I'm a college student. You should stick around. So I told myself that I was going to stop doing makeup tutorials because a lot of you guys said, oh, my makeup tutorials look the same, and I was like, yeah, kind of true. But on this picture that I posted on Instagram, it's at Michelle Reed if you're wondering. So many of you guys were like, yo, Michelle, what are you wearing on your face? I want to see a makeup tutorial. And so today's video, I decided that I would bring you guys this look. I also thought it was a really great back to school makeup tutorial. Now granted, this is definitely a look that's like a full face. Like I kind of went ham. It took me like 25 minutes. So this isn't like a really quick morning one. I could totally do that. If you guys would like to see that, let me know down below, and also give me a thumbs up if you'd like a quick and easy one. To my homegirls out there who are kind of like me, who kind of like doing makeup and it wakes them up in the morning, I think this is like a really pretty look. It's full face, it's good, but that's kind of everything that I have to say. Let's just go ahead and get right into the video. So I've already applied coconut oil to my face. I don't like to use like moisturizer. I've just been using that lately. I then like to go in with my primer. This is the Laura Mercier oil-free foundation primer. But this honestly makes my face look so much more smoother and just gives me a really nice clean slate. So I'm just starting off with applying this to my skin. And then after that, I like to use my setting spray. I like to use it before and after. I just find it really like locks everything in. So this is the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. I've been using this lately. I just let that dry for a little bit. So for foundation, my skin tone is literally always changing. So I've been mixing two that I love. This is the Clinique Super Balanced Silk Makeup. This is in the shade Silk Canvas. And then I like to mix it with the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Foundation. So I just like to mix that on the back of my hand. So it looks a little bit light, but I promise it does like actually match my skin tone. Then I'm just going in with concealer. This is the Instant Age Rewind Brightening one. I think the brightening one is really good for highlighting underneath your eyes. And then for powder, I'm using my Laura Mercier Silk Translucent Powder, and I am going to be baking underneath my eyes, which basically just means you put a lot of powder and it sets your concealer. But obviously if this is for school, like I usually wouldn't bake, but this is just because I want to today. And I'm also just dusting this powder on the rest of my face really lightly because I don't want to look super cakey. So now that I look really funny, I'm going in with the Clinique Chubby Stick Sculpting Contour, and this is basically just like a cream bronzer stick, and I'm gonna apply this to my little cheekbones. I know it looks scary, but I honestly feel like it looks more natural than using just bronzer. And after that is blended in, I like to take the Clinique Chubby Stick again, and I like to just put it on my beauty blender, and I apply this to the forehead. So for brows, I'm using the Goof Proof brow pencil from Benefit. If you're someone who is like not that great at lining your brows, totally get this. A lot of you guys ask how I fill in my brows, and I really just kind of like follow where they naturally are and fill them in. And then I just go in with a spoolie and kind of brush it up and blend out all of the product. And if you're really feeling like you want to, I like to use the Gimme Brow from Benefit too, just like a tiny bit, to add a little bit of color, but like obviously you can totally skip this. For eyeshadow, I literally keep things so simple. I use my Naked 3 palette, and I take this shade right here, which is Limit. It's like a really nice kind of light mauve. And I'm also using a little bit of Nooner, which is kind of a darker brown color, and I'm gonna apply this to the outer corner slash kind of like deepen up the crease a little bit. And then using my Meet Mattrapony palette, which is like the cutest palette ever. I just think it's so cute. But then I'm just going in with the cream color. I'm applying this under my brow and to my lids. So now that my under eyes are done baking, I just kind of like to brush it all off, trying to not get it on like the cream contour that I did earlier. Flicking that off, I kind of get aggressive when I do this. And then I just like to set my bronzer. I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm just lightly bronzing out my face with it. Blush, I'm just using this Wet n Wild one. The cover came off, but I think it's Mellow Rose. I'm just lightly, very lightly applying this to the apple square. I'm not applying any top eyeliner, but I am using this white NYX one to line my waterline. It really opens up my eyes. I find it does make a big difference and I like doing it. It looks really scary right now, but I promise it'll look normal. And then I'm just curling my eyelashes and applying the They're Real mascara. For lips, I'm using my Soap & Glory lipstick in the shade Super Nude Matte. And I'm just applying this to my lips. And over top for that, I'm also applying their lip gloss in the shade Rose and Shine. Guys, this smells just like the Lush lip scrubs. It is so nice. I love it. Then I'm just setting everything with my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. So I hope you guys like this little makeup tutorial. Let me know if you try it out. Also, let me know what your favorite makeup product down below is, because I'd love to hear. I'm always looking out for new things to switch things up. You should also go watch my last video linked right here, and I'll also have all the rest of my back to school videos that I filmed so far linked down below. So if you just want to like watch a ton of them, they're all down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, friends.